One thing that is very difficult to explain by scientists who support the random occurrence of life is the multifunctionality that we find very often in the human body. There are numerous organs that simultaneously fulfill several roles for the body. This multifunctionality is almost enough to dismantle the idea that life appeared and developed by chance. Let's see some example of this. I think that the sense organs are the best example. Let's take them one at a time. The nose plays an important role in the breathing process, being on the one hand the way of access of air to the lungs, and on the other hand fulfilling the role of receptor of odors. It also plays an important role in how we perceive the taste of food. Without smell, we cannot perceive the taste of food. And we can also say without fail that the nose also has an aesthetic role, very important for a society that relies heavily on superficiality, such as our current society. Here are already 4 functionalities of this sense organ. It is indeed a multifunctional organ that happens to be endowed with all these roles. Is it like that? The ears act as a channel and auditory receptor, but at the same time they play an essential role in ensuring the vertical balance of the human being. That's why often an injury to the inner ear leads to the sensation of vertigo and dizziness. The practical aesthetic role should not be mentioned, but its importance is very obvious, especially for people who have flapping ears. The mouth also has multiple functionalities. On one hand, the mouth is chewing the food so that it can be swallowed, and on the other hand, it has a very important role in communication. A particularly important role is also the fact that the mouth can replace breathing when, for various reasons, the nose could no longer perform this role. Also in the mouth are placed the taste receptors that, together with the smell, allow us to have culinary joys. The skin is the sense organ with the largest extent, being, as we well know, the largest organ in the human body. The roles performed by the skin are multiple. It is a barrier to the harmful organisms such as bacteria and viruses, and it also fulfills the role of touch that allows us to know the environment by touching things. Skin also has an aesthetic role, being essential in the perception we have towards our fellow man. I left the human eye at the end because it's also the most complex of the sense organs. It is the most complex organ in the body after the brain because its composition is truly a work of art, of nanometric complexity and precision. The eye not only fulfills the function of seeing the environment, but also has the role of perceiving the surrounding reality three-dimensionally. The aesthetic role of the eyes has been evoked in a lot of romantic poems, and their beauty it is sometimes truly breathtaking. The multifunctionality presented in the previous examples and found in many other organs of the human body does not support in any way the random appearance of life, because multifunctionality has very little chance to be random, and this can be confirmed at any time by any designer, engineer or builder who has ever designed any multifunctional equipment. Multifunctionality requires planning and intelligence beyond the intelligence that might come about by chance. There is nothing more mysterious on earth than human consciousness. It is perhaps the one who allowed the progress of human being to the current level of civilization. But although we realize the importance of human consciousness in our evolution as a species, today's science cannot explain how did it appear. Not even the passing of millions of years can explain its appearance. At this level, Darwin's theory of evolution loses all meaning. How did it show up? It's a mystery. What is it? It's just a bigger mystery. So what do? If you cannot explain it, you ignore it. It is the path chosen by many scientists who rely solely on their calculation and mathematical formulas by completely ignoring this aspect. And if you choose to live in an autistic manner, how can you claim that the truth, extracted exclusively from mathematical formulas, can explain the entire universe? To formulate a theory of all things through consciousness without incorporating human consciousness into it is like trying to swim without having water. It's the dilemma that perhaps future generations will solve.